Okay, today we are going to start our study guide for the upcoming Unit 9 DMA. So we're going to do this in bits and pieces in our videos so that they don't last as long. This is what you'll be filling out, but this might be what you're doing your answers in. So my way of explaining it is going to be using this, but you'll answer over here. So starting at part 1, equations. Again, part 1, equations. The first problem is, what is the solution to this equation? So see how it matches? Solve for n. What is the equation for the solution? So I have to do the math portion of this. And I will do that simply by solving this equation up here. So work shown here. I'm going to type it. You're going to be doing this on your desk. You should have already done this on a piece of paper or on your desk, and then come here to see if your answer is correct. So if I have negative 10 minus 4n equals negative 22, I'm going to add, so use that inverse property of 10 to both sides to eliminate and continue to isolate the variable. When I do 10 minus 10, I get 0. So I'm left with negative 4n equals negative 22 plus 10 is 12, negative 12. And so the next step will be to divide by negative 4 to both sides. Negative 4. Let me put that negative in there. And once I do that, I'm left with n, which is now an isolated variable, equals negative 12 divided by negative 4 results in a positive 3. So I will, if you're doing it with this, you'll just drag this over to here, and there's the answer to that. All right, so you should have selected this answer right here. And now we're going to go to the second problem. This second problem should match this problem right here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to solve. The first thing that we have to do is distribute that negative 4 to everything inside. So negative 4 times y, I'll just put negative 4y, minus negative 4 times 3 equals 12. So I bring down the negative 4y, and I need to now multiply these together. The negative 4 and into the 3. Sorry, I had a moment. So I'm bringing down the negative right here. And negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, which equals 12 over here. So negative 4y, but notice I have two negatives next to each other, so that turns into a positive 12 equals 12. I'm going to, now I can subtract 12 from both sides. And I'm left with the variable negative 4y equals 12 minus 12 is 0. Well, I can already guess that my answer is 0. Divide by negative 4 on this side. 0 divided by negative 4 on this side. So my answer is y equals 0. So you'll drag your little circle to here. If you are doing this, you'll be clicking this button right here. Next problem is what you should see. Next problem that we see. Uh-oh, wait, did I skip one? Yeah, skipped one. A server at a restaurant gets paid $7 an hour and also gets to keep any tips. So that's $7 an hour plus tips. The server's tips average $5 per table. Write an inequality that can be used to calculate the number of tables they will need to serve in order to earn more than $42 every hour. So before I start trying to come up with my thing, it's only telling me 1 hour. he makes $42. But we want more than $42. So more than 42, more than, or nope, it won't even have the equal sign, will it? So ignore this. We'll do it this way. So that means his earnings needs to be more than $42. And he gets $7 an hour. So that's not going to change in 1 hour. So he makes $7 plus he makes tips. And the tips is the part that changes. So $5 per table. So we'll call this per table as X. So I would be doing repeated addition 5X. Oh, they want us to use N. So let's see. Let's switch this to N. Let me change my color so that you see that I switch it to N. Okay, so I have this as my formula. Let's look over here. Do we have this? 7 plus 5N. Yes, it's backwards, but it's still the same thing. So this is tips plus the hourly wage equals the total. So we got this one. Okay, so turn that off. You will drag your circle to down here. You will come over to this. And you will find this one right here as your answer. Okay, we should have one more problem. What value of X makes the equation true? So this is just substitution. That means it's telling me if X is 1, what happens? So this might mean a couple of steps that we have to do. 8 minus 12 times, and they're saying 1 is X. So 12 times 1 equals 20. So let's see if that's true. 8 minus 12 does not equal, and I'll have to put a no. You'll be doing this on your desk, not typing. So let's try the next one. 8 minus 12 times 40 equals 20. So 8 minus 480. I'm just going to go ahead and put no. Let's try the next one, negative 1. So 8 minus 12 times negative 1 equals 20. So that means 8 minus 12 times negative 1 becomes negative 12 equals 20. And that means because I have two negatives next to each other like this, Max would say that's a positive. So that becomes positive 12 equals 20. So that's the yes. Okay, so this one is our answer. On your unit study guide, you will click this one. I'm going to stop this recording. We'll do section 2 in another recording.